Vlogmas day 19. Where's 19? Come to me 19. Oh Lord, I can't find it. It's hidden. Oh, it's there. There we go. What we got? Looking good. Ooh, a little makeup brush. How lovely. Good morning everybody and welcome back. Today is Vlogmas day 19. Wow, I'm surprised I've actually remembered. Anyway, today is Wednesday and I've been for a run and I've had a good run this morning. Really pleased. This is now just over 2 weeks since I started running again, so that's good. I didn't sleep very well last night at all. Our cat Pluto ended up in our bedroom with the door shut all night because when my husband came to bed later on after me last night, Pluto snuck in without him knowing, and he always totally shuts the bedroom door, so he was driving me mad all night, was the cat. Yeah, so kept me awake for a lot of the night, so I feel a little bit groggy today. However, I still went out and did my run, so really pleased about that. So I just got out of the shower, got sorted, got myself a latte, and yeah, I need to crack on with my husband's shirt today while he's at work, because tomorrow he's got the day off and we're going to York, and Friday I think he finishes at lunchtime and we are doing the dreaded Christmas food shop on Friday afternoon. So before I start that, I wanted to show you my crochet. If you remember in yesterday's vlog, I showed you that I'd started on a V-stitch blanket. Well, look at what I've done. I am completely amazed. Look at that. So yeah, I really got quite addicted to doing this yesterday and spent a fair bit of time on it last night and yesterday afternoon as well, and I'm just so pleased with it. I don't know which is the right way around. I don't suppose there is a right way or a wrong way, but yeah, I'm really happy with how this is coming on. I'm finding this a lot easier to do than the granny stitch squares. Don't know why, but I just find it easier, and I think I've cracked the tension and how to hold the yarn, etc. So yeah, crochet is quite addictive. Obviously these aren't really Christmas colours. I'm thinking of this more for summer next year, so but I'm quite shocked at how far I've got on with this. But yeah, really loving that. So so that's my crochet. Yeah, I'm gonna get on with my husband's shirt now. The other thing, what's just happened is one of our local delivery guys has just been, and you know my daughter's quilt that I'm planning to do, well, the batting that I ordered that said was going to be delivered Friday has actually been delivered this morning. So I've got such a dilemma now. Do I do my husband's shirt or do I do my daughter's quilt? Because I want them both to be ready for Christmas. My daughter's not actually coming Monday though. I've got to go pick her up Monday afternoon. So I think I should do my husband's shirt because he's going to be around longer. So yeah, I'm going to drink my latte and I'm going to crack on with that. I thought I'd show you what progress I've made on hubby's shirt. So I've got the main shirt all sewn together now. Can you see the pockets? Yeah, they are. Here was one here and there's one there. I think I've pattern matched those pretty well. They're not perfect, but you know, in the grand scheme of things, I think he'll be happy. I've got the sleeves on and they are stitched. The hems are done. I've got the button bands done on the front, so they're now in place, and I've just top stitched those. The instructions do tell you to hand stitch them inside, to slip stitch all the way up, but I've top stitched them. I think that finishes it off quite well. And all the insides are overlocked. Now, yeah, ideally I would have French seamed this, to be honest, but you know, time is precious. I'm just trying to show you. There we go. Time is precious. It's, you know, heading towards Christmas and I want to get this done before he gets home from work. So what I've got left to do is to do the collar stand and collar, create the buttonholes and put on the buttons, and then do the hem at the bottom. So yeah, that's just been stitched and turned under just there, but obviously I've overlocked the bottom, but it does need turning under and stitching. So, but yeah, I'm really happy with it. I think he's going to love it. He's going to absolutely love it. It's totally up his street. So so I think I'm going to have a little bit of a break. It's just hit lunchtime and I want to get some lunch, so have some lunch and then I'll get the collar and it finished off this afternoon. I just want to show you the beauty of my automatic buttonholer on my faff, because it's just amazing. Watch this. So yeah, every time, I don't know if you can see that there because it's in black, but it's just amazing. I used to have a Janome sewing machine, very basic one, and I used to have such a nightmare with buttonholes, but whatever fabric I tried to use on this machine to put buttonholes in, it's just incredible. It never fails me. Buttonholes have always been my nemesis, but since I've had this machine, I've had it nearly a year now, I'm slowly getting over my fear of them. Anyway, I'm going to crack on with this, nearly done, and then I'll show you the finished results. So the shirt's done. Thought you might like to see it. Now, it's gone together really, really well. Didn't really have any trouble with it at all. I think the most fiddly bits was obviously inserting the collar, but I've really taken my time with that to make sure that it's right. The buttons are buttons that I got from my stash. Now, they are a great match, I'll be honest. Here it is, anyway. If you can see, I think the collar has come out really, really well. I'm so happy with how flat that sits and how it lines up really well, and I've made the collar stand is attached really neatly. As I say, the buttons are like a teal colour. I don't know if you can see them very well on there. Let me just see. I can't tell whether you can see. Yeah, the buttons are teal, and I'm not 100% sure that they actually go, so I may end up changing those, but you know, I'm going to get this wrapped up for him. I think he's going to love it. He's going to absolutely love it, and he's going to be delighted with it, and I think it's a great little Christmas present for him. The pockets, as I say, I think I've matched those pretty well. There's one pocket just there, and then the other one is there, so it's not perfect, but you know, in the grand scheme of things, I think I've not done a bad job. It's quite a busy print, so I think we can get away with it. As I say, all the insides are overlocked, and turned under hems because, you know, I just didn't have the time, I haven't got the time to be French seaming it, etc. But yeah, I think he's going to be delighted with this, because as I say, this fabric's been sat in my stash now for a good 6 months, and he's been desperate for me to make him a shirt, and he's got no idea. So I'm going to get this wrapped and put under the tree before he gets home from work, and yeah, really happy with that. Now, I've just had my Sherwood's Fabrics delivery. Do you remember last week in one of my vlogs I said that I think they had Sherwood's had a 30% off for one day, I think it was, or was it just over the weekend? It might have been over the weekend, last weekend, and I bought a few fabrics. So it's arrived. Let me just get the package and then we'll undo it together and have a look and see what I've bought. So here's my package. Now, it has come already opened a little bit. Fortunately, the delivery guy has recorded it that way, so I don't think there's going to be an issue. I think it'll be fine. But basically, what I ordered from Sherwood's was this print. You've probably seen this loads of times. Now, this is a Lady McElroy poppy print. They do it in a cotton lawn, but I got it in a viscose, and it's gorgeously drapey, really pretty. I'll bring that in so you can have a closer look at that. But yeah, I didn't want it in the cotton, I wanted it in a drapey fabric, and with them having this in viscose, it feels really nice and soft. So I've got, I think I've got 2.5 meters of this. So I'm going to put that in the wash. They also have this really lovely stretch needle cord. This is another Lady McElroy one. So this is beautiful. I'm fancying making myself a little A-line skirt in this. I think I mentioned that last week when I was talking about these fabrics. Bring that in closer so you can have a look. It's absolutely gorgeous. I think this is the same fabric that Lisa Comfort showed on one of her videos a couple of weeks ago, but I think it's sold out now on the Sew Over It site. But it's really, really pretty. So that's that one. And then finally, this is for a bit of a longer term project. Sherwood sell the Lady McElroy Glass Velour fabric, and I've got it in the navy colourway. This is just gorgeous. It's so sumptuous. I don't know if you can see it very well, if it's coming up on screen very well, but I think you can actually. It's ghosting me out there, but this is beautiful, and I'm planning to make a jumpsuit out of this, but I want to lose a little bit more weight first. I've got a couple of patterns for jumpsuits, really nice sort of evening style jumpsuits in my stash, and I think this will be gorgeous. The camera's just really not doing this justice at all. So yeah, I think I got 3 meters of that as well. God, there's loads of it. Right, so I'm going to get those in the wash, and yeah, I'm really pleased I've got that shirt done, so at least I can get that wrapped now, and then I can concentrate on my daughter's quilt. I really want to try and get that done now, especially now the batting's come. Try and get that done before Christmas if I can. Tomorrow, as I say, we're having a day out, which will be really lovely, and at least I've got Friday, Saturday, Sunday now to try and get that quilt done. I think the most time consuming bit is going to be actually quilting it, so I'm just going to have another go at that, but yeah, that's where I am, that's where I'm at.